Some common mistakes he sees when people try to use this to get submissions.
Reverse Aoki lock from 50-50. There are a lot of different ways that we can get into this position. I can finish this way, flat back on my side.
Hey everyone, this is Bilal from FightersAdvice, and today I'm at the B team with Chris Wojcik, and today he's going to be breaking down the Woj Lock and some common mistakes he sees when people try to use this to get submissions. Take it away, Chris.
Reverse Aoki lock from 50-50. What this means is I need to have my partner's heel exposed across my chest in order to hit this technique. Okay, so just gonna walk through the technique one time so you guys can kind of get familiar with it, and then we'll look at some common errors that I see. There are a lot of different ways that we can get into this position. Generally, I'm gonna find myself in 50-50 with an Achilles grip here. The 50-50 ankle lock, not a super strong foot lock. Most guys are not going to tap to this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick my partner away and look to bring his heel onto my chest like so. Once I have the heel on my chest, and I have quite a bit of heel, you'll notice here, I'm gonna retract this elbow like so. Now, from here to finish, I'm gonna keep my back flat, and I'm gonna rotate my upper body towards my partner's second leg, like so, okay? I can finish this way, flat back, or I can finish on my side, which are generally the two main finishes that you're gonna get. You can also get a belly down finish, which is the same exact mechanic as the belly up, but just gonna be belly down, okay? We're in our 50-50 position, attacking our straight ankle lock, okay? Keeping ourselves safe. I'm going to straighten my legs, hollow my chest, and bring the heel across like so. To finish, I'm going to back heel, and I'm going to get this slight bend in his knee. So some common mistakes that happen with the Woj Lock. One, the most common mistake that I see is I get sent these videos of people doing Woj Locks, and there isn't actually any heel exposure. They're just attacking a 50-50 ankle lock. And this is not a bad technique, but this is not a Woj Lock. A Woj Lock is a reverse Aoki lock, meaning that the heel is exposed, just like a traditional Aoki lock here, that everything is reverse, like so. So most common mistake is not getting enough heel exposure. So either having no heel exposure and just doing a straight ankle lock, or having too much heel exposure, or sorry, like a little bit of heel exposure. You can also have too much heel exposure where you actually lose the toes. You want to have quite a bit to get a very strong break on the ankle. You'll feel like it's quite strong here, kind of feels like it's slipping out here. Here is not quite the same pressure. This is kind of the sweet spot. I generally say like put your heel, your partner's heel, like right on top of your nipple is a good kind of cue to think about where to put the foot. I'm going to retract this elbow. So another mistake is not retracting the elbow. If I don't retract the elbow, the foot lock is not nearly as tight. My partner can pull away. I want to make sure this elbow comes down to my rib cage. This is going to give me enough pressure to attack the foot. It's also going to make it very difficult for him to slip out. If you try to like pull or slip very hard versus here, not so hard to slip out. So I'm going to retract this elbow, keep everything tight, and then put on my rotational finish. Another mistake is going to be using your hips to finish, not your upper body as a rotation. Okay, so it is not a straight ankle lock. You do not finish it by extending into the foot. You rotate away to finish this foot lock. And then I think one kind of final mistake is going to be not back heeling your legs. So if my partner straightens his leg, now I'm losing the threat of the submission. And if I'm like extending or pinching, it's very easy for him to kick out of this entanglement. Exactly. And this is not what I want. Not only am I going to lose my leg entanglement or my submission, I'm going to lose my whole leg. So when I get this heel exposed, I want to have this bend in the knee. I do not want the leg to be straight. I want a slight bend. Okay. And to get that slight bend, I don't want to extend. See how when I extend, his leg starts to straighten? This is not good for me. Instead, I want to back heel like so. And now I can get this elbow tight, rotate, and finish. Okay. Once I get here, I can finish either by, again, flat back on my side, or if we were to roll through, I can also get a belly down finish as well. If you find yourself on the inside hip, let's spin around, sorry. This, I guess, could be another mistake that we'll see in the position. If I end up with a perfect Woj Lock grip, and I'm on my inside hip, it's quite hard to finish here as well, okay? I can try to make up for being on my inside hip by getting more heel, and I can get this kind of rotational finish. This is good. But generally for me, I think that the strongest breaks are gonna come when I am flat back. Okay, so if I'm on an inside hip, can't finish, I'm gonna try to rotate straight up. Or if I feel like I'm stuck here, I might use this opportunity to switch to the secondary leg. I used this option at Who's Number One earlier this year. That's like another good option. So if you find yourself stuck on the inside hip, then you can lick the pommel to the secondary leg, or you can try to rotate back out to the flat back. So those are kind of that's the basic premise of the Woj Lock. And then those are a bunch of common mistakes that I see when people are trying this submission themselves.
Perfect. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
All right.